Check 1 2 1 2. Here we go. Welcome to the Catalyst Podcast, raw, real, and unedited. My name is Jason, and you can find Catalyst at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. You can hear the podcast created through Spreaker on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, iHeart, and Amazon. A catalyst has the power to create change, and we hope that's what this podcast will do. If you would like to be a part of this podcast as a guest or a contributor, you can email us at catalystmotivation561@gmail.com. That's catalystmotivation561@gmail.com. Welcome to episode 53 of the Catalyst podcast. No beds, no intros, no edits, the farts, the beeps. It's all here, folks. You know the routine. Let's get right into it. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that's as common as it is uncomfortable. And man, this has me written all over it, folks. Avoiding effort, avoiding failure. Now, before you click off and go do something else, hear me out here. We've all been there. That moment when a challenge looms large and our instinct is to shrink back, to find an excuse, any excuse under the sun to avoid hard work. It's like our brains have this built-in self-preservation mode that kicks in when things get tough. But is that really living? Is that how we reach our full potential? So today, we're going to dissect this little sneaky habit of avoiding effort, understanding why we do, and most importantly, figure out how to break free from its grip. So grab some popcorn and a comfy spot. We're going to get into it, okay? Now, effort avoidance is basically our brain's fancy way of saying, nope, not today. It's that internal dialogue that pops up when we face a challenge, a goal, or simply anything that requires a big stretch. It's that voice that whispers, maybe tomorrow, or it's not that important, or even the classic, I'm not good enough. Maybe tomorrow, it's not that important. I'm not good enough. Man, if what was it? Stuart Smalley, that Saturday Night Live skit. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. Uh, when I hear those things, that's what it reminds me of. That Stuart Smalley guy. But think about it. How many times have you put off a project, avoided a tough conversation, or procrastinated on a task? We all do. It's human nature. But the question is it serving us? Is it helping us grow? Or is it holding us back from experiencing the incredible life we deserve? So let's talk about fear, okay? It's the root cause of most effort avoidance. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. It's a powerful emotion and it can be paralyzing. But here's the thing. Fear is a liar. It tells you you're not capable, that if you mess up, that you're not good enough. But guess what? It's bullshit. Fucking bullshit. It's just noise. I remember a time when a friend of mine was terrified of public speaking. The thought of standing up in front of a crowd made her palms sweat and her heart race. She avoided it like the plague. She would come up with every excuse in the book to get out of it. But one day, she realized that fear was controlling her life, and she was letting it dictate her opportunities. So she decided to face her fears head on. She volunteered to give presentations at work. She used me as a sounding board to practice some public speaking pieces. She even did like an open mic night at a club that's not too far away from us. It was terrifying for her, absolutely. But with each thing that she did, with each experience, the fear diminished. And guess what? She discovered that she really liked doing it, right? Another reason that we avoid effort is because we are comfortable. Our brains are wired for efficiency. We like routines. We like predictability. Stepping outside of our comfort zone feels risky, uncertain, and downright scary. But it's in those uncomfortable moments that we experience the most growth. Think about it. Some of the greatest achievements in history happened because someone was willing to step outside of their comfort zone. Whether it was an astronaut blasting off into space or an entrepreneur launching a new business, they all had to overcome fear and uncertainty. It's like that quote, the only way to go through it, or the only way out is through. The only way out is through. We can't avoid challenges forever. Sooner or later, we're going to have to face them. And the sooner we do it, the better off we'll all be. But we have to watch out for the pitfall of procrastination. Procrastination is just another form of effort avoidance. It's that sneaky little habit of putting things off until the last minute. It's like we're trying to trick ourselves into believing that we have more time than we actually do. But the truth is, procrastination is a time thief. It steals our energy, our focus, and our peace of mind. So why do we procrastinate? Well, there's a few reasons. Sometimes it's because we're overwhelmed. The task seems too big, so we avoid it altogether. Other times it's because we're perfectionists. We're afraid of making mistakes, so we put off starting. And sometimes it's simply because we're lazy. But here's the thing. Procrastination is a choice. It's a decision we make every day. And the more we give into it, the harder it becomes to break free. So, how do we overcome effort avoidance? How do we simply break free from the cycle of procrastination and fear? The answer is simple, but not easy. One step at a time. Starting by setting small, achievable goals. Don't try to tackle everything all at once. Break down big projects into smaller, more manageable tasks. Celebrate your small wins along the way. This will help build your confidence and momentum. Didn't we just talk about this last week? I could have sworn we talked about this. Small steps, big results, right? Also practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to that child inside that we're constantly beating up with the negative. Our self-talk has to be positive. Our self-talk has to be loving. Everyone struggles with effort avoidance at times. But it's okay not to be perfect. Focus on progress, not perfection. And finally, as always, surround yourself with supportive people. Find a mentor, a coach, or a group of friends who believe in you and encourage you to reach your full potential. Now, I know it might seem counterintuitive, but effort is actually rewarding. When we push ourselves outside of our comfort zone, we learn to grow. We develop new skills, we build resistance, and increase our confidence. Think about that feeling of accomplishment after completing a challenging project. It's exhilarating, right? It's a reminder of our strength and our capabilities, and it's a feeling that we all crave. So, let's stop fucking avoiding effort and start fucking embracing it. Let's choose growth over comfort. Let's unlock our full potential. Okay? You can do it. I know you're saying you can't, but you can do it. So here's something I want you to walk away with. Here's our actionable takeaway for the week. All right? Identify one area in your life where you've been avoiding effort. Maybe it's a project at work, a personal goal, a relationship. Once you've identified it, take one small step toward it. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about taking action. And even the smallest step is better than no step at all. I believe in you. You've got this. Now you believe in you and go be great. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. You know what? With this takeaway, why'd you put something in the chat? Or send it to me at catalystmotivation561@gmail.com. Let's see what steps you're going to take. Let me know you're out there listening. Let me know you're out there and you want to make that change and make that difference. And I will be there with you every step of the way. With that being said, thank you so much for listening to episode 53 of the Catalyst Podcast. Raw, real, and unedited. My name is Jason, and you can find Catalyst at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. You can hear the podcast created through Spreaker on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, iHeart, and Amazon. A catalyst has the power to create change, and we hope that's what this podcast will do. If you'd like to be a part of this podcast as a guest or a contributor, you can email us at catalystmotivation561@gmail.com. That's catalystmotivation561@gmail.com. I want to thank you so much for listening to episode 53 of the Catalyst Podcast, and we will see you again on episode 54. Thank you so very much for listening. We appreciate each and every one of you. Please spread the word, share it, like it, subscribe, all the wonderful stuff that you need to do. We'll see you next week for the Catalyst Podcast. This is Jason saying, thank you so much. Go be great.